All right, what's up, man?
What
Woo.
is
We
going
are
on?
in the
We
house,
are in the cafe and
man.
we are
We
ready.
know what's up.
Hey, what's going on, Freddy? Hey,
What's up,
it's
Lulu?
Louie. What's up, everybody? Welcome here. We're so happy that you guys are here tonight. Seriously, we're just rapping a lot, just talking a lot.
Yeah, just catching up.
We
I've
should
been
have
gone for the
been
last few
recording
days. Yeah,
a little while ago, but
you know how
either
that
way,
goes.
here we are, and now we're really excited to go ahead and continue to spill over all the incredible stuff that's actually percolating inside of the cafe. There's some great stuff that's brewing. Fred, I'm excited.
I am excited too. But you know what really gets me excited?
Yeah,
Focus.
fly,
Keep
growing, keep going. Hey,
That's how we were doing the whole time, just jumping back here like, well, we didn't have time to talk.
Oh,
We
my
were here
goodness.
dancing more than we were doing anything else, man.
Man.
It's fun to watch everybody forgive, focus, and fly, and that's really cool. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and get that going before we forget, before we get any further.
Don't
We
you
got to first things
forget.
first, it right?
Put the elements together to make sure that you can continue to keep on growing. Car guys and car gals, join us as we apply 3 F's and forgive, focus, and fly.
And you did it again.
It fell off again. 1, 2, 3.
Forgive,
focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. Here we go.
Growing.
Let's do this.
Yes, man.
Car guys and car gals. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
This is Frelin Arts, the subprime hero.
And we are excited to be brewing solutions on the
Man,
Car Guy
always.
Coffee podcast. So many great things has actually been stirring up and brewing up, and we're so excited to share some time with you. You guys are such a great inspiration for all of us. We thank you all for all the love that you are sharing, and it humbles us so much. And we're excited to talk about some great things that are going on with some of the great, incredible solutionaries that we've had a great time having a cup of coffee and conversations.
Man, we've had a really good time. The last couple of weeks, we put in some work. We did a lot of interviews just to make sure that we had all the content that we need to be able to finish out this year strong. We're going to talk about finishing strong this year. Talk about a few things tonight, but the thing is that we've been having a lot of fun. So we go through these spurts of major growth, and it's when we get a chance to sit down and pick the brains of all these amazing people that are just doing some just stuff that's just makes you want to reach out and talk to them, because you just know that if you just can get a little bit of that energy, some of that synergy and electricity put into your life a little bit, that you're going to go a little further, or it's going to motivate you to do something that maybe you just didn't think you could do before. And that's what it's done. These interviews have been really awesome. We've had a lot of fun. I'm just sitting down, hanging out with them, talking talking about their whys, folks. And these whys that we've had that you guys need to go back and listen to, there are a lot of them similar, but we get deeper. Like the why actually always turned into before the second question always was the longest part of, I think, the five liner. And it's always a lot of fun because we just sit there and just, hit them with the why. And a lot of times it's a semi-short answer, but then we talk about those answers. We talk about their family. We talk about, what drives them, why the business is so amazing, how they grew in it, how their mind matured from that, so a lot of fun, a lot of good times. Sorry about that. Put that on vibrate, but a lot of good times, a lot of great interviews, a lot of stuff, learned a lot. So
I mean, these are great entrepreneurs and business leaders that we've had the chance to really just sit down and dissect. I mean, consider what it's like if you grab the people that write a book that you're really inspired by, and you get the chance to just sit there and pick their brain about the key things that you want to know about on them. It's stuff that we try to make sure is relevant per what it is that you all that are listening are trying to find out about. So definitely share your questions. We definitely give you opportunity to ask questions as we go on with the show. We want to be able to shout you out if your question is something that we get to use inside of the show. So please, by all means, give us questions for our guests, and we'll try to move those on and fit those into the show. But we want to make sure that we're asking the things that you want to know about, considering the people that are leading and doing big stuff in our industry. If you want to know about it, we want it to be inside of the cup that you sip on. Speaking of cups to sip on, some good solution brew. You can go to carguycoffee.com.
What was
get
that again?
You some of that Car Guy Coffee brew that is the caffeinated consistency. You can get you some swag, you can get you some cups, you can get you some Inspire shirts and hats, but you can also get access to all of the other podcasts and actual video that we have out there. There is plenty for you to jump in.
That's really the most important, guys. If you go back to our website, whether you buy swag or not, you're going to see our body of work of all the people that we've had a chance to sit down and interview.
Such an honor.
You'll see even our first episodes of us interviewing ourselves, and interviewing, Matt Damos for the first time on our show. Back, he was our first guest, and then
we gotta redo that.
His son. We had Matt Grunke from Smart Payment Plan. Great people, man.
The smart way to pay
from Green Bay, right? Yeah, great interview, great time. The Dream Team, who's at my store. That's when they were young, getting first into being the Dream Team. They have just reached their 1 year mark of being the Dream Team, which is really cool. Congratulations to you guys, by the way, man. Fantastic, Blake. Awesome job with Patrick, man. Them two, the Dream Team. When all else fails, they don't. That's their thing, right? And man, they don't, and they do a really great job. I'm really proud of them. And then it really blossomed right from that, and it was just like within couple weeks, couple episodes later, we started interviewing and we started our series. And our first one was The Rise of Solutionaries. And man, that was so much fun. Like, it was cool because we had so many great interviews to include the future Cargal Coffee crew, the Sisters of Savings, Michelle and Melissa from up in Rainbow Motor Sales up in Michigan. I love them too. I'm so excited to team up with them. That's going to be huge for everyone, because folks, you guys are going to hear a different voice from this side of the business. Owners, two owners that are women in the business that are just doing some amazing stuff and just taking huge leaps and bounds, helping this business become better than it was. Not that it was bad, but in times you gotta evolve. So the only way you evolve is to keep growing, folks. Right. Speaking of that, let's talk about our sponsors really quick.
So speaking of keep growing, Car Guys and Car Gals, these brews are being brought to you by Elite FI. Elite FI partners.
That's right.
And the Think Ad Group. These are some incredible solutionaries that are doing some great things inside of the industry, and there's some tools that we want to make sure that they can help you with. And if you don't know, well, it's up to you to find out. You need to go seek a solution. I promise you that they will help point you, or at least spark a thought that'll help bring a solution to your business. It's worth the conversation. I promise you'll love them.
www.elitefipartners.com. That's where you can get a hold of them, Michael Offmuth and his team. Then you also can get a hold of Derek Perez and his team at www.thinkadgroup.com. Amazing people, amazing solutionaries, and all they want to do is find a solution for whatever issue that you're currently having or whatever they can help tweak. All right? Check them out. All right.
We got a couple guests in here.
We do. We have Kurt Sanders. What's up, Kurt?
What's up, Kurt?
Appreciate you for jumping on tonight. We got Paul Meyer.
What up?
What's up, brother? Appreciate that. Car Guy
Appreciate.
Coffee Guy.
Get you some.
We're gonna have him on the show very soon too.
He was
That's
such
gonna
a
be a
great
lot of
review,
fun.
and that was such an honor to get a great review from him because he knows his way around a kitchen and a table.
He's just
We
a
appreciate it.
gentleman.
He
He's
knows the
actually
good
just a
stuff.
gentleman. I love him. And then you got Joe Turner saying, "What's up, my brothers? Another Kentucky friend.
Yes.
Homegrown hero,
Homegrown.
right? Liking it. You're doing some amazing stuff. Keep doing it. I actually love your hashtag sign that you made for yourself. Hashtag go see Big Joe. Love it, man. And it's kind of like, it looks really cool. Bubbled up. They hold it when they take a picture. It's genius. Muy bien. I like it. Great job, man. Keep growing, my friend. I'm seeing you out there. I see you. I see you. Right. So, all right. So let's get it going, man. So, Lou and I, we've been sitting here. We were chatting before the show. We were talking about my current past weekend. I just got back from a bow hunt weekend of hanging out with my buddies. We did deer camp, and it was a lot of fun. It was. It's just like Jason. Like that's look how Jason was looking all the time. Like, but I was up, man. I have video, so I have proof that I saw multiple buck. I even showed
He's got the footage,
so I can put it out here if you guys want to see it. But
footage.
I didn't even take one shot. It's just so much fun to just watch. There was a monster buck out there, and it was smart. It kept going on the long side of the field and just going in and out real quick. But it kept doing laps, so I knew eventually it was going to come. But it was like only really moving. I went out morning and at night, and only time it was moving was right before sunset. So you had to get really lucky to make if it was coming out just early enough for you to be able to see it during the day, right? And be able because you can't hunt once it gets dark. So you're like, oh, come on. You're waiting until you're like that sun's starting to set. You're like, oh my goodness, come on. I can still see it. Still got light out here. No, I don't get. I'm not Lou. That's Lou. That'd be Lou in his hand. I could sit up there for hours and I just look around. I watch all the wilderness but anyway, I had a blast. I had a good time with Josh Hope and his brother Justin Hope, and of course his other brother Jarrett comes out and he's our fire starter. Keeps it going all night long. Keeps it hot for us. And we always have a good time. His son was out there. My son usually comes out, but he's coming out with me next weekend on my son's birthday weekend, 17 next Saturday, 14th. Yay! The Saturday coming up. I'm super excited about that. Not about him turning 17 because it breaks my heart, but I'm excited about his birthday though. I know it's fun for him, and it's fun to also go out with him to the deer camp because we've been doing that for probably almost 10 years now straight. So it's fun, but we're back and we had fun. Now we're talking about our show. So our show that we're going to have today for you guys, it's going to be Lou and I. Our special guests are the Car Guy and Subprime Hero.
What's up?
But we got some fresh news. We got some fresh news. We got some jump boxing coming in. We're going to have some fun. Folks, if you guys have some questions, please do ask them. We're going to answer those for you. We'll do some on-the-fly questions.
Yes.
We could do all that kind of stuff. If you're feeling frisky and you want to just hop on for a moment, maybe, you know what I'm saying, send us a little DM. We'll check it out. But anyway, here we go. Boom, 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 boom.
So let's talk about a few things.
Let's do
real
that.
quick. Because one, I want to go ahead and drop these little seeds out there that we are looking to put a contest together for some people that can make some really funny videos. People that make funny, good, catchy, clean videos that are okay for your customer to see and for also people inside of the industry to watch. Good, funny stuff. I definitely want to make sure that we reward those that we get to see doing some funny, good, uplifting stuff. Again, there's so many people that put out some funny stuff, and I want to give some coffee to them because they are some solutionaries. Hilarious. So be looking for people that are doing some cool things. If your salespeople are making some big things happen, or if you know of a dealership that has somebody that's doing some big creative things out there, we want to hear about them. Tag them, put their information in here, share their stuff. They won't be mad at you for sharing their stuff to here. We welcome that to come. If you know of somebody that has some good, funny, cool content, or you just want to show off one of your guys, we're all down to see some funny, uplifting stuff. All right, so send it to us either way. All right, so let's talk about some real Car Guy Coffee solutionary serum. Okay.
What?
Let's go ahead and talk about some fresh news. What are the things that are going on with Car Guy Coffee? Where is it that we are now from the first time that we held a cup in front of a camera and said, something is a brewing? That's one of the very first actual posts that were out there with our logo, with our look, with our entire flow, saying that this is what's coming. This is what's on its way. And it was brewing before it showed up inside a digital land, right?
Yeah.
And we were bubbling over with some great feelings towards wanting to share some great news with the industry and upshift and uplift not just the people around us, but anybody that would listen to us.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? At
Right.
all. And we were around so many other people and inspired by them, and they're doing some great things right now, right where it is that um, you are right now. You have the opportunity to do some great things too, and we're excited that we get to still connect with you all. So thank you so much for being here. The actual biggest things that are going on now is that we are to where you can have the coffee,
Yes.
you can connect to the
What?
people that have the thing that you need inside of your dealership, whatever that tool is that you need to have to bring together your effectiveness. We have the people inside of the cafe for you to be able to reach out to and find solutions to. These people want to help you. These people are helping each other. The Sisters of Savings, they're seeing some great things occur because they've connected with other great solutionaries that found themselves sitting around a digital table having a cup of coffee and a conversation about how to brew solutions. We built relationships nationwide, and that is continuing as we continue on to a new era. 2021 is on its way. It's right here in front of us, and you get the chance to do some pretty big things, right? Right?
Yes, absolutely. Freaking right. It's the only thing. And here's the thing, 2021, 2022, 2023. Folks, right now, you can wait. A lot of people are going to be like, New Year's happens, I'm going to do it then. But right now, I'm going to wait till January 1st, right? And we all do that. And we've all been guilty of it one way or the other for New Year's resolutions. We always say that. We always try to make that a marking point. But why not right now, guys? Why not right now?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why we try to make sure that all that we put out there in any case scenario for all of you to get is some of the best that we get to hear. So, right now, if we have the opportunity to talk about some great stuff, let's talk about some great news. Right now,
Right now.
the best news that is going on is that decisions have been made. The forward progress of our nation is able to begin to go in a direction where we can find healing. Hopefully, everybody can come together inside of the showroom, inside of the negotiation table, and inside of a cyber political land, and actually find a way to go back to doing commerce and focusing on what they have control over. When results start to come in, I still had to do my job with the people that I had in front of me. And it was the same for each and every one of you. So I encourage you, take the tools that you're learning, apply it to what it is that you can do, where it is that you are. And I promise you, you're going to be so much more upshifted and uplifted by the results because you're not focused on what other people get the chance to choose. You're empowered by the opportunity that you have to choose better for you and those that you lead right now.
Nope.
And I'm excited about that. That's something that really gets me pumped up. That now everybody can shift their focus off of a couple other people to what's right here in front of you. What's right here in front of you? The people that are right here with you.
What you have control over, right?
Let's do what it is that we can do right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's light the way. Let's do what it is that we are designed to do. And that's continue to keep growing. Okay. So in the car business, right, there's going to be a shift where all of this holdup, right, inside of the industry is going to find a way to pop out. The dam is going to break. And in any case scenario, the big push for anybody in the political sphere is going to be to inject money into the system to make programs come together to get commerce moving in the right direction. The car business has always benefited one way or another out of these from the downshift to the upshift. There's always that lull in the transmission before you accelerate just a little bit more, right? That's
I don't know what you're driving, dude.
yeah. Sorry, I don't know. But either way, if there is that gap in between, we are in it right now. That we're getting ready, and some people are having some record years, right? But there's the industry itself is getting ready to see an influx of incredible business blow up. I really see it so much. I feel it. I mean, you just feel it, and there's all of these tools that were sleeping. Dealers had sleeping everywhere. They didn't know that they could do what it is that they have the access to do. They're going to find out what it is that they can actually do to reach their customers the quickest and get engaged with them. And they're going to absolutely blitz it because that's what the car business has always done. You know, once they found something that worked, boom, everybody had to do it. You know, there's only so many people that didn't go with the flow. You know what I mean? But there's going to be such a great dam breaking in the industry. And what's key is that you build relationships right now. You know, the
Yes.
people are building relationships right now,
Right now.
in order to be able to go through these growth spurts and have relationships with down the road. You know what I mean? You want to be connected with people right now down the road because you want them just as vested in your legacy as your heart is. You know what I mean? In some capacity. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of times your legacy is a lot of other people's legacy, so you kind of feed off each other, and then but, they all split off, so it's like a spider web, right? So it all starts here with the your legacy of being something good. So there's a lot of people who have a legacy. I want to leave some. I just want to leave my legacy as that I'm a good person, that I've done the right things, always chose to do the right things, or so that's where a lot of people start. But what are those right things? And as those start to change, less people do those exactly down the path you're going down. But by the end of your life, by the end of your mission, right? You're going to be completely different than somebody else, and that's the idea. You don't want to be the same as
Right.
everybody else, but you obviously have same ideas. So things and like the way you do it, the way you do math, or the way that you speak English is taught to you, right? So but then you start to realize things and you learn from using your own mind, and you become smarter and more mature, and you figure things out, and then becomes your own. So your legacy becomes something of your own, but yet throughout that time, a lot of people chose similar things in their legacy, but yet they're going their own paths too. But you got to share that with people, and you get to grow during that time, learn how to make things easier, laugh, have fun.
Mhm.
But it's kind of a neat voyage, and that's what life really it's about, man. It's like all those little moments of being with somebody on the same mission, and then you blow up, you all go, and then you help somebody else, or they help you, and then so on and so forth. And you just, but then what's wild is a lot of times those same people you end up getting back with some point in that spider web, because your goal, you guys were on the same mission, but yet, oh, I decided to go do this type of thing, and then boom, but all of a sudden you're right back here again doing it again.
It's a circle.
I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know, I
It's a
got
circle.
really deep into that, but I just didn't mean to. I just did, because it's what I do.
It's
Car guy coffee, let's
Garden
brew.
Coffee. We get you deep. Make sure that we penetrate the heart. That's what we're aiming for, right? You just came out of the woods,
I did. I was in there
aiming,
chilling,
prepared with a bow
focused.
to use uh, to
One,
penetrate the heart
one
in
adventure.
order to gain the win. Well, that's ultimately how we win inside of the car business or any business where it's really sales. Penetrate the heart, and I assure you, you're going to find a way to the deal. And that's just 101 stuff. So, with that, let's make sure that you go ahead and
Yeah.
use this jump box for yourselves real quick. Let's go ahead and address the negative and focus on unveiling the positive. And that is that, yes, there is a little bit of strife and issues that are going on between people trying to find themselves inside of a political atmosphere. That has nothing to do with you. The business that you are in is to solve the transportation problems of the people that you have access to helping. It's going to be good for you, and the opportunities are going to be vast, especially with the tools that are available for you. Use them.
I just know this.
Use them.
When the last president before Trump was in the office, I don't want to get political, I made good money. Sold a lot of cars during that time. In the last 4 years, I made good money. I sold a lot of cars at that time. Did I notice a difference in my taxes? They felt the same. That's all I'm gonna say. I
Let's
didn't.
just do our job.
I don't. I didn't notice that I made anything more, like take home or less. I don't know that whole. I don't understand that whole part of it. I don't understand. Maybe it's the tax breaks for large businesses or small businesses or whatever you want to call them. But I don't know.
I don't know,
It's
but nowhere on my report that I line up to for pay or for results. Nowhere on there do I have the any like the president or any state official. Nothing is concerning that right there,
their name
and
not
that's
e- and
exactly
their
how our
name's not on
business
my
is
check either.
operating. Right? They're not the ones signing it. So
No.
I want to make sure that we operate in what it is that we can control, and we want to focus on that always.
But no,
Because
we
the rest
do,
is
folks.
just
What
mumbo
what
jumbo
do you
talk, a
have
waste of
control
time.
over? It's the 6 inches between your ear, like Sandy
Sandy
Cerami was talking.
Cerami.
Yeah, talking about that.
Yes.
It's your, you know, it's your attitude determines your altitude, like Matt Damos always used to tell me. It's your, you know, attitude of gratitude. I don't know where I've heard that, but I've seen it a million times, and I think that's a great way of putting it too. There's so many ways to talk about mentality, what you need to do, the right mentality, having that mindset. You know, we always hear this, you know, the power mindset, the 5 minutes of focus mindset. Folks, you know, you hear, we've all seen those videos. I've watched them, man. I use them all the time when I need to get a little pick me up, because I do. You're the greatest in the world. It only takes 10 seconds to make a decision. Go with it. You know, that type of stuff.
Time.
Right. I just have fun with it, man, and it's a good time. So, but it does. It's true stuff. All those words, they seem cheesy, but it's so true, and it's almost that simple. And people don't realize how simple it is. The only problem is that it takes consistency. It takes time. It takes work. You know,
Mhm.
you have to do all this, mother heller.
You got to constantly constantly
Water.
water,
Water your
constantly
plants.
apply the water.
Water.
But so
Man.
excited we are over the next week or so
Yeah.
that you're going to hear a lot of great information about the new things that are going on. Again, we have Sandy Cerami, we have Jason Harris, we have Chris Howard Gomez. There's a whole great story that you need to get inside of the actual podcast. We have Michael Dooley all the way from Australia.
Australia.
We have Michael Offmuth,
Offmuth.
actually from
Elite
LEFI Partners.
Yes.
So thankful that we got a solutionary that is excited to do some great things as we get ready to see Next Sale jump to a whole other level. Because that tool is about to get fixated inside of the consistent method in order for you all to be able to share some great solutions with your dealerships. I might be spilling a little bit of beans, but it's exciting to see what Next Sale is going to be doing, partnering up with all of the solutionaries that want to find a way to help dealerships find solutions on a consistent basis.
You tell it. So, yes, so that is what he's saying.
Big things happening for you.
That's what he's saying.
You're gonna want to brew.
Car Guy Coffee.
Get you some.
No, man. So yes, it's been fun, but for real,
big things coming.
Get you some. It is. There's a lot of things coming. You know, we're having a lot of fun. We're talking to a lot of people. We're sharing the message. We hope that you guys hear the message, because the message is just have fun, enjoy it. Because when you don't work and have fun, it sucks. This car business is not. It's a job, but man, it's very fun and it's very fulfilling. It's one of the most fulfilling jobs that you could ever have. Believe it or not, it's just all about a mindset that you have. People, use the right mindset. Be that mindset. If you don't have it around you, come just check into www.carguycoffee.com.
Get some.
Just watch a few episodes. You'll have fun. It's cool. Hey, excuse me. I said hey, and something hit me in my throat. I know, right? What I was going to tell you is, if you're looking to come on Car Guy Coffee podcast, and when you want to come on one of these shows, you want us to record you, you want to have fun, all you got to do is ask. It's very simple. I've heard somebody, who was it? It was Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan got a phone call from Emmett Smith.
I'd listen to him. I'd listen to him.
Yeah, so Michael Jordan gets a phone call from Emmett Smith, and Emmett Smith's like, hey, man, I've noticed how great you've done with business. I would love to just sit down with you and just have a conversation. Maybe I could pick your brain about business, because you look like a great businessman. So Michael Jordan said, okay. So they're sitting down, and Emmett Smith is blown away, because, even Emmett Smith is looking at Michael Jordan as like, you know what I mean? Because not just because he was the greatest on the court, but look at what he did with that $1 billion industry of Jordan, right? So the Jordan brand. So he sits down with him and he's talking to him, and he goes, man, Michael Jordan's just all telling him everything. Just boom, boom, boom. Any question he asks, boom, he's answering it, right? And he's just like, thank you. I appreciate it so much. And he goes, I just, I just imagine how many people probably want to know this. Like, why did you pick me? He goes, because you asked. He goes, when you asked, you seem sincere. Like you really, that lets me know. He goes, I'm not going to reach out to people and say, do you want advice? He goes, but if somebody reaches out to me and they seem sincere, like you did, he goes, I could tell that you were ready. Because if you're not ready, you're not going to call me. When you're ready to grow, you're going to call me and you're going to be like, hey, and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to talk to you. He goes, so I appreciate you calling me. So that was all it was just the whole reached out and talked to him. I think that's something that we've done,
Yes.
and that's helped us a lot. And I think that we've reached out to people that we didn't think, and we did anyway. And I think that, what's cool is that we've had a lot of our friends that are kind of followed suit, much like the think tank, man. I'm proud of them guys. They've got some really great guests. And I know it all starts with us talking about how we got El Patron, how we did this. We just called them and they're like, okay, they called out to El Patron. Then they started talking. I mean, dude, it was just like a trickle effect, not all the way to Glenn Lundy, which I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I was deer camp. Sorry, but great time. I'm sure it was a great episode.
It was a great time. It was a great.
How long did it go on for?
Not too long, of course.
Because Glenn is his
Glenn has his
family. He's got a schedule.
He's on his stuff and his.
He's got to go to bed by 11.
So into everybody else about the sleep schedules and how important that morning 5 is, and I mean that's some life-changing stuff for so many people, and it's a full circle type of testimony, just how that's interwoven into the Car Guy Coffee thread. But it's awesome just how this entire relationship web network has connected us all of a
it's
same
all about
tribe,
who you know, folks. It's all about who you know. Your network is your net worth, man.
What?
People will help you. They will love you. You will love them back. But you got to make sure that you're not selfish. You got to be very forthcoming and very much willing to be part of a team. And being part of a team means you give in what you get back, right? So it's the same thing with life. It's the same thing with anything that you do. And that's what's cool about this network, man. It's just a lot of great people that we've been able to form a great relationship with. To feel like that it's a very fair relationship, where we all are putting in and we're getting back and sharing and caring and upshifting while we're uplifting each other up. We're brewing solutions, and all you gotta do is get you some. All that I can keep going on and on and on with Forgive, Focus, Fly while you keep growing. I'm just saying.
It's a whole lot of things.
No, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got a lot of great words have been shared with so many great people. Again, I mean, we can talk all night, and we do a lot about how grateful we are. But there's been so many conversations that have been compacted into small amounts of time that actually grew so big with so many great people that are doing great things for the industry. You want to share this, you want to get this around. I'm telling you, the people that we're talking to are smart people, and you want to hear them, and that's why we want to encourage to listen to that. But have fun where it is that you are, and share that around. The biggest thing that we enjoy seeing is that people have been sharing great news, speaking about some great things that are happening, and that's a culture that's going to stay the same no matter what goes on, and we're excited to do that. That's what we're all about. Brewing solutions. Since we first started this whole thing, man, since we sat down and started just talking about this show and just making it happen, look what it's an idea that became something that's becoming more than we thought. So it's a lot.
That's all we're doing. We're just trying to brew solutions. That's all it's been. I mean, look right on our mug. We got a special roast that we're trying to, and we're brewing solutions over here. But no, we appreciate it. The solutions have all been from everybody. We've spent all this time putting together the right formula, and we've come to find that there is no perfect formula. It's everybody has their own special.
Every cup is different. Every single cup is different.
But it's a good brew. It's a good thing to share, and I love it when everybody comes in and shares their brew in the pot that we're drinking. So it's a lot of fun.
It's good stuff.
Sipping on
solutions.
What's up.
So speaking of fresh news, tomorrow you're going to get some more fresh news from Nancy. She has some great stuff that is coming to you. Miss Benjamin is such a solutionary. She is a subprime hero herself. The rise of the subprime heroes. That's coming to you at a theater near you. Don't you forget that. We said it. What's today? Okay, well, it's today. So the subprime heroes are actually rising, and she is a solutionary that you can get some fresh news on tomorrow, depending on what time it is right now. Today, and you're going to be able to get the rest of the incredible solutionaries in the upcoming weeks. There's some good stuff. You want to get you some of that. Then guys, we also have David Villa, who helped us talk about such a impactful blast that it is doing some great things inside of the car business by way of the
Man.
kingdom of heaven. And that is stuff that absolutely ignites fires inside of the hearts of men. And man, did we have a good time brewing some solutions with him. So there's some great stuff that if you missed the live, you're going to get the chance to see here and get to share around some of the fire.
It's some good stuff, man. That was actually a really good episode. Lou was all lit up that morning. I think we all were lit up that morning, but it was a good show. And David, he blessed us by having us on his show with him. We got to share our message there. He came on this show. He got to share his message here. And I know that we're going to have further, talks, and I'm sure we're going to probably one day, collaborate on something. I'm sure, because it's just because it's such a very much of a kinship. You two definitely were speaking the great language. That was beyond my language, but it was definitely a very good feeling, and it was a lot of fun. I'm sure that you guys all felt that if you watched it live. It was a good show. I think that one was good. Sandy Cerami, Scott Joseph was a really good show too.
Joseph was great.
A lot of people gave us some pretty good, yeah.
Crush.
He's definitely a natural, so he was
awesome.
Good. You obviously know he has his own show, but he's good.
Done it once or twice.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him a lot.
Right.
So
it was fun. I learned a lot. I actually learned a lot.
That's all we do. Keep going, folks.
We are, man. We have so much fun stuff to talk about, and I can keep hitting bing, 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 boom.
Zinger.
But you need to just stay tuned and keep watching and keep sharing. But there's no way that you can possibly catch up on everything that we have out there if you just go watch something that you haven't watched and share it around a little bit. Car guys and car gals, big things are coming, but big things are coming from you. And that's what we want to make sure that we inspire, that this cup that you get from us is something that you use to energize your business. Go make something big happen inside of your world. You can do it. We believe in you. And now you need to believe inside of yourself. We brew the coffee. We serve it to you. It's you got to drink it, right? You got to drink this. So get you some. Put that in your cup and sip on it.
That's the thing. He's right. We can brew it up. We can make it. We can pour it in your cup. We can hand it to you and everything. But it's your job to sip on that and ingest it and digest it, right? You have to make sure you do those things, because if you don't do it yourself, it doesn't work, man. And you got to want it. And when you want it, you get addicted to it because it's a great feeling. And I'm not talking about my bag of coffee. And that bag of coffee, yes, it's great. It's wonderful. It's all those things. But what I'm talking about is that feeling of that information, that energy that we're trying to throw out there. And it's just positive energy. Because I'm throwing positive out there because I want positive back, right?
Throw in the tingles.
Give me that back. Give me that back. I want it. You know what I'm saying? But folks, enjoy life. Enjoy it to the fullest. Have fun. Keep growing. But listen, it's you. You are the next superstar. Be that superstar. You don't have to be an internet superstar. You don't have to be nothing that, but you could be the superstar of your own life, of your own story, right? Superstar. Anyway, enough.
Enough of that. Get serious and seriously silly.
But you know what,
man? You know what? There is a lot of actual good fun content that's coming, guys. Not just what's coming from Jason Harris and all the fun other solutionaries that are inside of the cafe. Not just what's coming from Jason Garris and all of the Nexel adventures that we're going to be having with Captain Nexel, but there are other solutionaries that we're so looking forward to that are coming in the future. And make sure that you participate in sharing with us other solutionaries that you would love to see on the show.
We're looking for them.
Make sure that you share that. Pass it around. If you know somebody that you feel like needs to be on the show, again, let's remind you, you can share them with us. We want to talk to great people, but really, we are seeking out top salespeople that are doing great things inside of their dealership. Some of the big victory stories, the Rocky stories of Salesman of the Month, those that aren't the flukes, but the ones that made some big things happen. If you set a big goal for your salesperson and you got a testimony for them accomplishing great things, we want to share their great news and give them a cup of Car Guy coffee to enjoy. They deserve it, and you should celebrate them. So share it around and get us their information. Please, we want to encourage them. Help us help you. It can only help you. It can only help you. if you give us a chance to just gas them up a little bit on the show.
Yeah, why not?
Okay?
We want to
Bring
gas them
on.
up. They should be gassed up.
They should
deserve
be.
it.
I mean, they're
Hey,
car guys. They
who
need
knows?
to be gassed
They
up.
might get a bag of car guy coffee.
Get you some.
All right. Well, guess what?
Okay.
This is the end of the show.
This might be the end
So,
of the
folks,
show.
we're going to leave you with the 2-minute video of nothing but awesomeness again. We appreciate you guys for joining us. Elite FI partners, thank you for being our sponsors. And so, the Think Ag Group. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Love
Appreciate
you
you
all.
guys for watching
Love
us.
you all. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being out here. Folks, don't be shy. Message, questions. We appreciate it, though. You have a good night.
That was so smooth.
Was.
Take it out.
Debonair.
Take it out.
All right,
Take it
guys.
out.
Listen, just do that.
See
Do
you
it.
later.
Let's just be
Never
better for it.
out.
All right, 2-minute video.
Wow.
Fire everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Focus.
Focus.
Fly. Keep growing.
Peace out. Hey, Elite FI partners, CGC approved.
Get you some. Pop, pop.
Hey.
Go ahead, put that up there. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop, like that?
CGC approved. Pop, pop.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Think Ag Group's also CGC approved.
We love you all so much.